My name's Lindsey. Just wanted, been asked to just share a bit about my background and sort of my journey to diagnosis and beyond. So bear with me, I've actually not done some public speaking for quite a while with COVID and everything. So and if I go over my time, just chuck me out. I'm 33. I got married about 5 years ago now. I've got a 3-year-old girl, very cheeky girl, and I am a private client and conveyancing solicitor based in Wishaw, and I recently have been diagnosed with lipedema with a sprinkle of lymphedema, but now I'm not sure if it's edema. So well, I don't know what it is, but I've definitely got lipedema, I'm sure. Probably the background, my leading up to sort of where it all came to a head for me. Like many of us, I think there's a turning point, and mine was about 5 years ago. Again, I had a miscarriage. And from that, huge hormonal changes, things progressed worse. I'd say maybe the 5 to 6, 7 years before that, my weight was increasing quite dramatically. Over the 10, 12 years, it's probably doubled. And on my part, I don't feel much changed in terms of what I was doing, but things hormonally, I think, were changing. From that, I was diagnosed with an underactive thyroid, and that was getting treated. It sort of just led on from that. My weight was just steadily increasing. I couldn't stop it. I was trying, and I know sometimes people look at you and think, well, it's easy, just this is what you need to do, this is science, but for me it just wasn't working. Eventually it led to me going to the doctors and asking for help. And I completely appreciate what you said, Monica, about the postcode lottery. It's affected me my whole life, actually, the postcode lottery. But eventually I did get referred to the weight management programme. And the weight management programme sends you a sort of questionnaire that you have to fill in. And part of that, you answer questions. Just luckily, one of the nurses picked up on things that I had said, the fact that it doesn't matter what I've done in the past, even when I was a young, fit person, my legs were always extremely heavy, bumpy, lumpy, dimples, pain, easily bruised, sore to touch, and so were my arms. She picked up on that and said, I actually think you might have a condition called lipedema. And from that, then I was passed to Corinne, who is also part of the North Lanarkshire Weight Management Programme, who then put me in touch with Anne. So Anne's a central focus for a lot of us, I think. She brings a lot of us together, but Anne certainly met with me, took a long time with me, and diagnosed me, and put it all down in writing, sent it to my doctor, and that was it. It was a relief, really, because I had a name and I knew it wasn't all my fault, as I'd been told so many times before, that it's just my fault, lose weight. So Anne sent that off to my doctor, and that sort of kicked off my lipedema journey, which was about a year ago now. So back when I was younger, I was thin, fit, healthy. I was really active. I used to swim for a team. I would participate in lots of sports clubs. When I went to uni, I was very active. We were quite competitive gym goers, me and my flatmates. We ate really healthy. I still do eat really healthy. Got a 3-year-old, I make sure she eats healthy. So yeah, it's hard, to go through your life like that. And, going back to doctors understanding this condition, I remember various times throughout the years, one time in particular, I was younger, maybe late teens, speaking to the doctor saying, what is this below my knee? Why won't this pad go away? What is it? You know, it's just not moving, doesn't matter what I do. You know, I see heavier people that can wear a nice dress. At this point, I was maybe a size 12 or something. You know, I wasn't heavy, but, you know, I would say it just wouldn't go away. The fat pad was always there, no matter what. And again, it was just fat, just lose weight. You know, I wish it was picked up then. Been told by a doctor, again, my late teens to early 20s, to just eat 600 calories a day. Even recently, last year, a female doctor told me that I was to follow Michael Mosley's book, if anybody's heard of him, and eat 800 calories a day and intermittent fasting. And I thought, well, that's my life, so that's what I've just to live like now, forever. I mean, why do I have to live like that and other people don't, you know? It's just such a struggle, and it doesn't really matter when you tell people I do try and eat healthy, I eat balanced, I don't feel that I overeat. When I see what other people do eat, you know, and sometimes I feel you're just not believed, and a lot of us will tell you that. We just feel like we're not believed. You're just told it's weight, and worryingly, that last one was after I'd been diagnosed with lipedema that I was told that. So there's just a complete lack of understanding there, I feel, and I don't know how that gets filtered down to GPs and things, and I know that's what Isabel and Anne's really working hard for as well. So, you know, I see it turning, and I'm quite glad that I'm still young enough. Some of the ladies that I've come across now are in their 50s and 60s and 70s, and that's them just getting diagnosed. And, you know, I just hope now for younger people, they don't have to be told that in a doctor's office and, you know, feel like that, especially when they're so young and vulnerable. Lost where I am now because I've just went off at a tangent. So, following on from the lipedema diagnosis, and I obviously was told that compression could potentially help. You know, I know there's still uncertainties and things like that. But anyway, the doctor, the same doctor, funnily enough, quite dismissive of it and said, well, I'll measure you, and took a measurement of one of my lower legs, gave me flight stockings and sent me on my way. So again, Anne measured me, she helped me get the right compression, helped me get everything that I needed for it, and again, that's still a journey that we're all on, because there's so much that's not known about that, and we don't know what's best to use. It depends on your stage, it depends on where your deposits are and everything, so that's still a journey that we're all on as well, and whether it helps or not, again, we don't know. So after that, I was accepted onto a weight management programme, so I'm still currently going through that. We're now in the maintenance phase. It's a very narrow approach, in my opinion, although it will work great for a lot of people. But for me, it's based on a calorie deficit. And I was actually told that I should eat 2,400 calories a day to lose weight. I mean, I don't think I could eat that in a day. I mean, I could have had a takeaway or something, but on a normal day, that wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't eat anywhere near that in a day. So again, I don't feel like it's good for me. I then got diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome. So yeah, I've got quite a few things now, and, you know, all adds up, it all impacts, you know, me and my weight, and I feel like I'm sometimes bang my head off a brick wall, and what else can I do? Postcode lottery does come into it, because things like Saxenda weren't available in my postcode, but it was available in other people's postcodes. Bariatric surgery is an absolute no now for any type of person, unless you have diabetes or pre-diabetes. So, you know, surgery is not even an option for us. I just feel like there's not a lot out there at the moment, and what you guys are doing is really pushing it forward for us, and I just hope that more comes out of it for us. Last, I just want to say a little bit about living with it and how it affects my life daily. You know, things like I'm taking my wee girl to Disneyland in October, and I'm really worried about it, actually, because the queuing, the standing, the walking. I'm really worried about that. I got told to take a scooter with me, but I don't think I'm at that stage quite yet. But you know, I am worried about it, and these are things going anywhere. What's the chairs going to be like? They're going to hurt me. They're going to affect me. In my job, you know, it's an office job, so I've got 3 flights of stairs that I need to go up to get to my desk, and I'm up and down them about 10 times a day. So yeah, my legs do get sore, but the worst thing is sitting on a computer chair. It is extremely painful. You know, I'm in pain daily with it, and I do rely on pain medication just to sort of take the edge off and keep me going. So again, I don't know what there is out there, but I know there needs to be more. There needs to be more research, there needs to be more help, there needs to be more consensus amongst GPs. You know, information that you get from one is completely different from what you get to another, and there needs to be more a holistic approach to a person. You know, they need to factor in all of your ailments and conditions and lifestyle and health, and it can't just be one thing. It has to be holistic. But I'm just so excited for where these, in this short space of time, where things have went, and you know, Talk Lipoedema and the Living Well with Lipedema programme. I was lucky enough to be invited to that, and I met a great bunch of ladies, and we're you know, really good friends now. We chat all the time. We can bounce things off each other. That programme was fantastic for us. They invited so many good people that could tell you things about pain management, compression, good things to eat. Isabel always baked for us, and it was fantastic.
Healthy stuff.
Healthy, very healthy stuff. And you know, it just felt like home. I met these people that understood, and my story is not unique, because my story, as you know, I actually feel like already people have just said the similar things to what I've said in their journey, and you know, it's not unique, and you just felt like at home, and you had people that understood, and you could talk to them about it. Where, you know, if you don't have people with it, you don't have that support. People don't understand it. So that group was fantastic, and the things that they've got planned, the peer mentorship programme, that just would be a fantastic tool. You know, being able to buddy up with someone and understand where they're at in their journey, and what they can inform you about, how they can help you with, you know, tools, information, where to go, who to speak to, that would have been invaluable. And you know, for younger people coming up, you know, that's exciting that they've now got at least that tool there. So I think what Talk Lipoedema is doing is amazing, and I hope it really does go far in Parliament and things like that. But I think that's it. I don't think I've got anything else to say.
Thank you, Lindsey.
That was it.